Sophie and the Friendly Monster. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a curious 5-year-old girl named Sophie. Sophie had wild curls that danced in the wind, and her eyes sparkled with wonder. She loved exploring the nooks and crannies of her world, from the moss-covered tree trunks to the babbling brook that wound through the meadow. But Sophie's favorite place was the old oak tree at the edge of the forest. Its gnarled roots seemed to beckon her, and its branches reached toward the sky like ancient arms. Sophie believed that magic lived within its bark, waiting for someone to discover it. One sunny morning, Sophie packed her little backpack with a peanut butter sandwich, her favorite teddy bear, and a small notebook. She skipped down the path, her sneakers kicking up dust. Today, she would venture farther than ever before, to the heart of the forest. As Sophie wandered deeper into the trees, the sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating dappled patterns on the ground. Birds sang sweet melodies, and butterflies fluttered around her like confetti. But then, as Sophie rounded a mossy boulder, she froze. There, sitting on a fallen log, was a creature unlike any she'd seen before. It had mossy green skin, pointy ears, and eyes as big as saucers. Its name was Oni, the forest monster. "Hello," Sophie said, her voice barely a whisper. "I'm Sophie." Oni blinked, surprised that a human child had found its hiding spot. "I'm Oni," it replied, its voice like rustling leaves. "Why are you here, little one?" "I come in peace," Sophie said, taking a step closer. "I've always wanted to meet a real-life forest creature." Oni tilted its head. "Most humans run away when they see me." "Well, I'm not most humans," Sophie declared. "I believe in magic, and I think you're magical." Oni's eyes softened. "Perhaps I am. But why aren't you afraid?" Sophie sat cross-legged on the ground. "Because you have kind eyes," she said. "And besides, my teddy bear says you're friendly." Oni chuckled, a sound like wind chimes. "Your teddy bear is wise." From that day on, Sophie and Oni became unlikely friends. They explored hidden caves, collected shiny pebbles, and shared stories. Oni told Sophie about the ancient forest guardians, the secret language of fireflies, and the forgotten songs of the wind. Sophie, in turn, taught Oni how to skip stones across the brook and make daisy chains. But there was one thing Oni feared: the annual Harvest Moon Festival. Humans gathered in the village square carrying lanterns and singing songs. Oni hid deeper in the forest, afraid of their judgment. "Come with me," Sophie said one evening, tugging Oni's mossy hand. "Let's show them that monsters can be friends too." And so, hand in hand, they ventured into the village. The townspeople gasped when they saw Oni, but Sophie stood tall. "This is my friend," she announced. "His name is Oni, and he's the kindest monster you'll ever meet." The villagers exchanged glances, unsure of what to do. But then a little girl with freckles stepped forward. "I'm Lily," she said. "Can Oni play with us?" And just like that, the Harvest Moon Festival became a magical night. Oni danced with the children, its mossy skin glowing in the lantern light. Sophie laughed, Lily twirled, and the whole village sang together. From then on, humans and forest creatures coexisted peacefully. Oni even helped scare away the crows from the cornfields, and Sophie taught the squirrels to build better nests. As the years passed, Sophie and Oni remained inseparable. They grew older, but their hearts stayed young, and every full moon they would sit under the old oak tree, sharing secrets and dreams. For Sophie knew that true magic wasn't in spells or potions, it was in friendship, acceptance, and the belief that monsters could be kind. And so, dear children, if you ever wander into a forest and meet a mossy green creature named Oni, don't be afraid. Offer a smile, share a story, and remember that magic exists where hearts connect. The end.